What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Fade to Silence. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we out for a little while. And I think they patched the game or something. I think my character looks a little bit different now than he did the last time I played the game. It's been a couple of days since the last time I booted it on up. I'm going to grab some Eldritch Essence over here. Looks good to me. And then they are constructing things over on that side. How are we looking on our expeditions right now? So they are currently working on, like, something. I don't think I need them, though, so I'm not going to add anybody to my expedition. You're officially in my expedition now, aren't you? Yeah, that's what I thought. I want you guys to, like, hang out over here and construct this stuff. Apparently, I need more pristine wood. It's 11% done. This one over here, they haven't even started on. But, like, my guess is that at some point they'll work on it. I'm hoping they don't burn up all the resources on the forge, but let's go out and see if we can't find ourselves some pristine wood. That looks like the task of the day. We got some trees down here that I think I can chop up and make happen. We got some enemies languishing over there, not really doing a whole lot. Let's have a look at the map and see what's available out this way, too. So if I go, we've got a wood chopping place like way over there. We've got that location right there, which is a stronghold. It looks like it's marking things a little bit differently now. It appears as though in the last week since I played the game, they've updated the map and they've messed with a couple of things. They've also made it so that our armor, I think, shows up on our character, which is why we've got the long cloak now. I think that's a function of the fact that I started wearing the padded cloak or whatever it was. Either that or they just changed the graphics of the main character altogether while we were out here. So what I want to do is get some more pristine wood. Now, I'm probably going to have to fight for it. This dude over here is trying to get some. Nope, I ain't going to let that happen. Not today. Not today, weird little explodey guy. He's like, I'm not weirded. I'm exactly what I'm supposed to be right now. Oh, cool. They fixed the fatality as well. Nice. Well, that's glad to see. I'm actually fairly positive that the developers are watching pretty much everything we're doing here on the internet with this game. Because as I bring up, like, little tiny things as I've been going through, I've noticed they've been getting fixed in, like, micro patches one by one. So with Hunter Vision, ain't nothing going on out here. I mostly just want to head to the north. We're a little bit hungry. It's a tad bright out here, but hopefully we can find something worthwhile. So I think we've already looted through here. What I'm going to do is I think we're going to go after the first fortress. I don't know how many arrows I have right now. I have like 24 of them. That should be good enough. I'm going to use the arrows. And so I don't see anything inside of here. There's a frozen dude right there, which kind of worries me. And there's also a chest up on the hill up there. I don't know if it's worth it to spend my time trying to whittle my way all the way up the mountain, though. Let's head towards the first fortress, and I kind of want to see what happens when we knock that out. So, that's what we're going to do today. Beat down the first fortress with Splattercat. Alright, so walking up on the first location here. It's looking a little sketchy. However, from what I'm seeing, it looks mostly like there's a wood chop-a-me, like a weird little, I don't know, it's a wooded area, alright? A thicket, perhaps, might be what you called it. Unless it's like a lot of little thin trees, like birch trees, and then you might call it a thinnet. But then again, I think we're just trying to make bad jokes on the internet. Yeah, give me some firewood. Let me have this stuff over here. And then if I can keep going north, a little bit more right there too. I don't know if there's like a place I can stay around here to warm up before we go any further. Chances are there probably is. There's a whole bunch of firewood over there. There's a campfire on that side. And a couple of enemies down in the gully. Alright. That's actually not even a gully. That's just a riverbed. Hopefully they build something worthwhile while they're over there. I wonder if trees that are further away from your base end up having better wood. This is something that interests me that I'd like to find out. But frankly, I haven't really had a minute to check it on out. We've got something that looks like loot over there in like a big old chest. I'm mostly interested in just getting my cold down, although it looks like the cloak is actually working now. When we wore the cloak in the previous episode, I wasn't positive that it was actually making us warmer. Like, I kind of felt like maybe it was, but there was no way to tell, whereas right now it seems like our temperature is going up much slower. And so I think it's actually, like, functioning properly now. We got some primitive arrows right there. Looks good to me. I'm going to jump inside this building or walk inside this building. Either method is okay. Got enemies over there. They're not trying to get us right now, though. So there's our campfire. I wanted to eat food before we head up to the fortress. So there we go. We're totally full on up. I don't see any other food around aside from We've got the extra campfire, so I guess I can make some more food, but I just don't think it's that big of a concern. Let's head back up the mountain. I'll probably chop one of these trees on the way there, too. Actually, no, I won't. Is there, like, a back method to get up in there? Because that looks like it's up on, like, a bluff right there. It might just be bluffing. I think if I go around, it looks like there's a communications or, like, a power wire right there. If we cut that and go along the left, that looks like it might get us there. And I'm curious what's going to happen when I liberate this place. It looks like that worked. This is the location that we want to be headed towards. There's the first fortress right there. It looks kind of terrifying. We're still sitting on a number of lives. I don't know how many lives I have left. I think the UI's changed up slightly to tell you how many lives there were in the top right-hand corner. But I guess that's moved somehow now. It was a little bit moving. So they're both going to launch at me. I'm going to go in on this dude right here. And hopefully I can avoid just getting clomped on by that shooter. I'm going to wait for all of my stamina to come back. He's going to shoot one more time ineffectively. And then hopefully he's going to be promptly beat to death with this large blunt implement that I've made that's masquerading as a sword. So there it is. Enemies down. They're no longer dropping Eldritch shards the way that they used to. I don't think anyways. Up that way. Oh, it looks like there's something in the back of this car over here. Hold on. I'm not a fan of leaving loot behind, so let's go have a look at it. Do crows go out when it's snowy? Seems like that'd be kind of cold. I don't know. People that are from places where it snows, do you still have crows? Like, are they still around? Like, we have loads of crows here, but, like, in the winter, you don't really see birds. They just, like, disappear. A little bit more food in the back of the flatbed right there. It's okay, though. It's refrigerated. That big dude up there is looking like he's going to cause us all kinds of problems. But locally, I think he's just coasting by. I don't think we're going to need to mess with him at the moment. We've got something inside of like a little hut over here. So it looks like a backpack. So that's fibers and grub roots. I'll take both of those. And some more primitive arrows. And then we just got jumped. Let's go ahead and take care of him. I don't like things that use snowy ambushes, you know, bursting up out of the surface like that, throwing all kinds of detritus all over the place. It's no funsies. Like, my enemies should expose themselves to me, but in a way that I accept and that is consensual. I'll be like, enemy, expose thyself to me. And he'd be like, very well. And then he draws his weapon, and then I expose myself to him, and that's how the whole awkward situation plays out, so that everybody can be comfortable with the current situation. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was a little bit closer than I would have liked. Is there anything inside that building right there? A little bit of extra food. There's a grub root right there. We always need more grub root, so I'm going to turn it down. Some more fibers and some more grub root. Also good, because we are still in the market for some new armor. That place looks very tentacly, but I'm going to do my best to get in here and make it happen. Is there anything going on over here? This might be a really good time just to survey with the hunter sense and make sure that we're not missing anything. Looks okay to me. If we can avoid a blizzard coming in right now, that would be great. That's pretty much the only thing that could go wrong. A little bit more fiber right there, too. Man, we are going to be stocked up permanently on all the stuff we need if we keep this up. We've got, like, grub root for days. We've got deer meat and venison for days. They're the same thing. I know. There's going to be somebody that corrects me down in the comments. That's the thing, is I always have to follow up. It makes me into an anxious mess. So cleanse the outpost so that it may become the inpost. Much more popular, much more tolerable. Everybody likes an inpost. Nobody likes an outpost. That dude's going to try and explodinate on me, and he is going to miss horrifically. My thought is that we should probably cleanse the taint from this region. So let's taint on up. Is this guy going to wake up? I bet he does. Well, alright. Let's cleanse on up here. Trying to mash this thing out as fast as possible. Oh, it looks like we're taking a little bit more cold damage, too. Alright, so that's done. And now that that's been solved, we got Eldritch shards bouncing around over here and a little bit of salvage. I would like to get the upgraded armor, so I'm going to try and do that. I'm not going to worry about looting this place until the objective is completed. I don't see any reason in trying to scoop up everything I can get until we're all nice and done here. It looks like the other thing for the outpost is that I gotta clear the other taint from over here. That dude's shooting, so he's busting rounds. Let's lock on. And I don't like the way his little protuberance tummy is glowing at me, and so I'm going to get rid of it. Oh, we got a explodey right there, too. Is there anything else in this region that's trying to murder me? I don't know. Let's go. Yep. There it is. How fast can I click? Very fast, apparently. I'm pretty good at clicking. This would be a great time for an auto clicker, no lie. Okay, so we've knocked that out. I got to equip arrows. Hold on. Let me get my... Before this goes really wrong, I got to equip some arrows. We got Eldritch Essence right there. Hells yeah. And then there's our free salvage. On this side, if we are going to clear this outpost, we have the Guardian. Wonder how terrifying the Guardian is. What is the Guardian? Oh, cool. We've got an aimer now. Got him. Not bad. I like the bow in this game. I think the bow is really good. Let's go ahead and we'll re-equip our arrows very rapidly because I don't know how to do that without going into the menu. That's one of those little commands that I just haven't figured out yet. I have no idea how that's done, but the bow seems like it's pretty top tier if you can use it properly. It does look like we have a fire spot right there, and I've got a feeling a blizzard's coming in. Whoa, that went way off to the right. Yup, there it is. Is he down? Oh, we got to activate a crystal. Cool. I managed to take him out with just arrow. Oh, shite. What does that mean? I'm sorry, but things got a little weird. So I got to go up here. What crystal is it talking about? It said activate the crystal. I don't see a crystal anywhere. Maybe it's down in the basement. Ah, there it is. Okay, so we're going to try and get this thing done. Hopefully it's effective, because we are taking some frost damage right now. Did we get it? Nice! So my guess is that maybe it's going to allow me to build over here, or maybe it's just a location that has a ton of resources. I don't know. Like, what is the use of an outpost, I wonder? Because we just took one, and we reactivated one of the crystal things that hold back the plague. So there's the spot right there where we can warm up. Go up to the top floor. We got some salvage. Got some firewood right there. We have an outpost stash. So actually, it has the exact same function as our city. It's got a stash. Is the stash shared, or do I have to, like... I wonder if I can fast travel in between here and base 2. God, that'd be great. It does. It's shared. Hell yeah. Okay, so let me get some firewood out. And for some of the other little crafting projects we have going on, let me get that right there. And do I have any... What is that? Iron ore. Okay. So hematite rocks. Do I have any fibers or anything laying around? I don't think that I do. Take as much of that as you can. And then put the rest of it in, I think. Just keep a full stack of food with us. We'll drop those in so that it doesn't use up our space. We have grub root, so that should enable us to make a whole bunch of fibers. And I'm going to go back down here to the campfire. We're going to make the fibers, and I think we're going to try and craft the armor now so that we take less damage when we get bopped on. So there it is. I need fibers, so we're going to start with the grub root. How many fibers do I need in order to make the armor? I needed one more. Good. So let's go ahead and do that. That's done. So there is our scrap plating. I'm going to go ahead and craft that on up because I see no other reason to keep all the salvage and whatnot that we have going on. Other things we can do is we can make some more firewood. I like to have at least 2 firewoods with me at any given time because you never know when you're going to get caught out in the middle of nowhere and have to deal with random shenanigans. And shenanigans are off limits here. We've got scrap armor right there. So I'm going to equip that. Does it go on my character at all? Do I have scrap armor on now? Oh, I do. The texture changed a little bit. It's got like a lorem segmentado, whatever the hell. My chest piece is different. His chest used to be like a leather vest right there. Now it's got like kind of a Roman thing going on. That's pretty cool. Nice. Well, I'm glad to see the armor upgrade. Hopefully we can get the forge done sometime soon so that all the other things will be a little bit easier to manage. But I'm going to put those in there. I know I said I like 2, but we're a little full up at the moment, and I don't want to play too much. We have more than enough food. Throw all that in there. I see no reason to carry any of that around. Don't really need the torch. Let's go loot the hell out of this place. There's a lot of stuff laying around, and I think I'd like to have it. So we got firewood and stuff over there. There shouldn't be any enemies around. They were mostly safe. There's probably going to be a lot of scrub brush and other little things around here. So, yeah, there's some blood haw right there. A couple of sacks over on the other side that might have something useful inside of them. And a chest over here. Let's check the chest first. Ooh, that's like a military chest. What's in there? We got some torches, pristine wood, eldritch bombs. We also have one of these little douchebags over here trying to take us out. I'm going to try and get the Ripper before he gets me. I found that seizing the initiative in this game tends to be the better plan once you've got the sword. The game is much more challenging when you've got lower level weapons. We picked up something that I've never seen before. What is that? An Eldritch Balm. A tiny amount of the Eclipse's power, tamed and diluted, is enough to drastically improve the healing properties of Bloodhaw. You may sprout a tentacle or two in the long run, but that's a good problem to have. According to who? That's not a good problem to have. That's a terrible problem. If I'm just walking on down the street like hum-de-hum-de-ha-de-ha, and then like a tentacle's like out of my forehead, like nah, that's a terrible day. Some further arrows right there, which I'm okay with. A little bit of firewood. Not a lot of pristine wood, though, which is concerning me slightly. There's the crystal. We got some more stuff over there. A few more things. It looks like there might be a way to go up to the top right there, too. But it looks like we've got maybe a scrap chest or something inside of this barn slash garage slash pull-in region. So I'm going to go look at that. What is this right here? Is it probably just salvage? Pristine wood and copper ore. Oh, good. Okay. Pristine wood will be helpful. It's weird that those are not despawning over there. I kind of expected them to. Some more pristine wood at the top. I do like the way that they hide things on top of stuff in this game, so that if you wander around and you start using like the ways like the logs and whatnot to get on top of piles, I like that. I like that there's bonus loot around if you start looking for alternate paths. I'm also super hyped that our armor updated. Like, that was one of those things that I was really looking forward to, because what's more fun than upgrading your character? Like, every player in a video game wants to see their repertoire and the way that they look get better as they go into the game. It bugs me a crazy amount when video games don't have that. Like, it's one of those minor things that, to me, just totally makes a game off-putting. That's one of the reasons why I have so many problems getting into JRPGs, is that they like the static character design that doesn't really like upgrade or get anything like added onto it. The character looks the same throughout the entire game. I don't like that. The character needs to grow. The character needs to get new loot. The character needs to look sessier as the game goes on. Keep dropping all the blood haw and everything else in there. That gives it to all the people that are inside the base back over there, so that hopefully something cool will happen. Can I build the outpost from here? Like, what happens if I do that? They're both sleeping at the moment. Okay. That sounds alright. Everybody gotta sleep. I can't hate. I sleep constantly. I have life plans, and then I fall asleep. That's like the overarching story of my life. I had a plan, but then I slept in too late, and so the plan didn't get done. Damn it. That's like every day for me. This morning, I was gonna go for a 5-mile run, like I do. And then I slept in. It's too cold, man. I like running in the evenings after I'm all woken up and I get back from work. And I get done, like, doing all the stuff I'm going to do for the day. I don't like running first thing in the morning. And so that's also the problem, is I have no motivation right now. Like, getting up early in the morning to go for a run is just so much worse than running when you get home from work. But, like, it gets dark out at, like, 4 p.m. right now. And it's, like, below freezing. And so, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just making excuses. Maybe I'm just being a bullshitter. I think I can hear the sound of my dad calling me out right now, being like, y'all's bullshit. We'll get that right there. Yeah, this little dude's not going to live long. Hate to tell you, Spitter. Oh, there's 2 of them, I think. Yeah, I hear one on my right. Yup, but he's launching them artillery barrage. This guy over here, he's the Imperial Guard fan. Ooh, he almost got me with that one. But nope. I will not be eating any damage today, sir. Goodbye. Sat him down. Let's have a look over here. It looks like there's stuff on that back ridge over there. Can I kind of like loop around this way? Yeah, there's a railroad track going that way. That sounds pretty good to me. I wonder what that little symbol is next to my health bar now. Looks like a little joint that's on fire. Wonder if there's going to be multiple zones in this game that you can go to. Because I've noticed, like, there's a train track that runs through the entire map. It's possible that maybe later on you're going to have the ability to go to different maps and upgrade each one or something like that. There's some food up there, although I don't know how to access it. Probably by going back in the tunnel. Anything laying back here? Yeah, military cache. Oop, let's have a look, though. So with the military cache, an Eldritch Remedy. Okay. Never had one of those before, but there's some arrows over here, too. I could always use more arrows. And then there's some salvage on this side. Yeah, buddy. Getting it. But I think the next thing I'm really going to have to do is get some wood together. Pristine wood appears to be one of the more difficult things to get your hands on. And one of the more vital things that you have to have in order to do most of the functions of the game. And a final loot spot. These trees look okay. Are these trees all good? No. These are infected. Well, I mean, I'm glad I can make you happy, but that's not really my prime directive in life right now. Most of it is just don't freeze to death. Don't freeze your dong off in the snow is the #1 operating thing that I'm trying to keep real. We got some pristine wood right there. There was some kind of rumbling from the ground right there, which was a little worrying. 4 pristine wood on that side. Not altogether a bad salvage haul. With the 4 pristine wood, I think we were like 12 short on what we were trying to do back at base. And so, you know, 4 more makes a significant dent in that. Not the best dent ever, but some kind of a dent. But there we got a little bit of firewood sitting around. I will pick that up. Why not? I'm not the kind of person to leave loot behind. Can I chop this little tree right here? This little Tannenbaum? Oh, Tannenbaum, oh, Tannenbaum. I don't know if I'll be able to get down this way, but I'm going to try. Like, if I go like that right there, that might work. Yup. And then into the back of the car. Perfect! For now, I think we're just about set up with a lot of the stuff we need in order to get ourselves trucking back to base. I'm going to see if it's possible to fast travel. Like, can I move in between outposts now? Is that possible? Like, that would be ultra swell if I could do that, but I don't know if that's going to be available just yet. We have another one over there, and it looks like the map goes pretty far in the eastern direction. In the western direction, it looks like it's roughly doing the same thing. I don't know if it's allowing me to over-scroll right there, or if there actually is that much map to play around with. But trust me when I say I'm looking forward to exploring it with all of you in future episodes of Fade to Silence. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here. I will see you all next time. This episode is the first one that I'm doing of my own free volition. This is no longer a part of the sponsored series. They hired me to do 4 videos, and so this is the 5th one. We are no longer on contract, just hanging out playing the game. And so, you know, at that point, I think that I'll probably get some critique in, like in the next episode, things I'd like to see improved, things I'd like to see moved around, because at this point, it's just a habit for me. Like, I can't do, that's the sad part, is I can't do anything in life anymore, like, without, like, critiquing or trying to review it in some sense, like, giving some kind of impressions. It's turned into, like, when I play games in my free time now, I'm, like, automatically in my head monologuing and being like, well, I kind of wish that it worked like this, I kind of wish that that worked like that, and it's kind of a curse. If you wanted to get the game for yourself, it's down below in the description. That's where you can purchase the game. Aside from that, if you wanted to support me, you can do that through Patreon, or just by simply clicking the like button on this video. It helps out tremendously and increases the exposure of the channel, and you have the ability to affect that all by your lonesome with one little finger. If you wanted to hang out live, I'll be on Twitch TV every single day at Splattercat Gaming at 3 o'clock. We've been playing a lot of They Are Billions, trying to beat the second map. Long Dark, we've been playing Darkest Dungeon all modded out. Having a really, really good time. And so, if that sounds like it might be your jam, by all means, stop on in. Hi to everybody, I'll see you next time.